Hello, everyone, and welcome to this month's licensing update. I want to start by showing the earnings release for fiscal year 23 from Microsoft. The Q1 results are in. Basically, Microsoft had quite a good quarter if you look at the numbers. However, the market sentiment wasn't that great. This is because while they had an increase of around 10% year over year, their net income dropped by about 14%. So the numbers still show year over year growth, but their net income didn't really deliver as the market was expecting. That is due to the current economic climate, etc. So not that great, but still up and away for Microsoft. You see that revenue was 15.1 billion and increased 11%. Operating income increased 6%. Net income decreased 14%, down 8% in constant currency. And the diluted earnings per share were 2.35 and decreased by 13%. In a comment that they made, Satya Nadella said, "In a world facing increasing headwinds, digital technology is the ultimate tailwind. In this environment, we're focused on helping our customers do more with less while investing in secular growth areas and managing our cost structure in a disciplined way." They followed with this quarter, Microsoft Cloud revenue was 25.7 billion, up 24% year over year. We continue to see healthy demand across our commercial businesses, including another quarter of solid bookings as we deliver compelling value to customers. That was their CFO, Amy Hood. You can read all the detailed numbers on their quarterly earnings report that they put online. Follow the link that you see in the screen here, and you can see a lot more on the different aspects of where they deliver their numbers on, like productivity and business processes, intelligent cloud, more personal computing, and they show some things like business outlook and quarterly highlights, things around environmental and social governance, etc., etc. So if that's interesting to you, I suggest you read through that. When we look at the summary of changes for the November 2022 product terms, you see quite a lot of things happening right now. First off, they made a change in the universal license terms for online services, where they've added a clause around Microsoft security products and data handling for these products. So any product purchased by a customer in the security stack may share data, including customer data, among the products as described in the product documentation, meaning that the different security products talk with each other, and that means that they might share data with each other as well. So that was unclear. They clarified it by adding this clause. Hopefully that helped the people that found this lacking in this regard. So good to see this update made. Privacy and security terms. They updated the Office 365 services paragraph in the location and customer data address for core online services. When you scroll to that clause, you see indeed that in the location of customer data address, the Office 365 services was extended. They added the Microsoft Teams chat messages, including private messages, channel messages, meeting messages, and images used in chats, and for customers using Microsoft Stream on SharePoint meeting recordings. If customer purchases an advanced data residency subscription, then Microsoft will store certain customer data addressed in the applicable geography in accordance with this section and the advanced data residency commitments section of the product documentation at the shown link. So this was an unclear piece in the Office 365 services on how they handled Microsoft Teams chat messages and Microsoft Stream and meeting recordings, and this has now been clarified. Then on the Microsoft 365 front, continuing here, they added cross-tenant migration and advanced data residency offers to the availability and license prerequisites table. And you see these here. I've tried to find these products online, especially because the cross-tenant user data migration product seems very interesting to me. A lot of companies struggle with moving data between tenants, and if there's a viable solution that Microsoft offers themselves, that would be very promising. But unfortunately, I can't find this online yet, so I'll have to keep an eye out and see what we can find there. Additionally, you see they removed Microsoft Threat Experts on Demand from this list, or at this moment, wasn't there for that long. I think a few months only. So apparently, that's not something they offer in volume licensing anymore. And you see the prerequisites for these two new products. For advanced data residency, you need an M365, O365, Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, or OneDrive for Business Plan license. And for the cross-tenant data user data migration license, you need an M365 license, one of the following: Office 365, or again, Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, or OneDrive. So anything that stores data, which would make sense. Again, here you see they removed every mention to Microsoft Threat Experts on Demand. They've changed the FIFA sales clause, Dynamics 365 environment, and premium Power Automate connections created by FIFA sales are limited for use with FIFA sales only. It read customers must use a FIFA sales connector to integrate with their customer relationship management software. Apparently, there was a little change here. More significant change, which needed some further updates. If we go to Microsoft Azure, which is here, the big change that they made is the Azure Reservations Purchase Clause for commitment tiers and disconnected containers. They've added some language, and this now holds everything you see here. So Azure Reservations. Using Azure commitment tiers, customers pay upfront monthly for connected containers and Azure usage. Overage will be invoiced when usage exceeds the commitment tier limit. For disconnected containers, Azure commitment tier payments are made upfront yearly, except for disconnected container proof of concept SKUs, which have a 1 month prorated price. Customers can remove the proof of concept license automatically up to 2 times, allowing for 3 months of total usage. And they added the Azure Compute Savings Plan. This was done already somewhere in October, I think October 12th. Yeah. And the Azure Compute Savings Plan is a new product from Microsoft. Amazon Web Services has this type of product for a long time, and Azure has currently chosen to create something similar. And Azure Compute Savings Plan, how you purchase it, you purchase it for its specified term for up to 3 years with either a single upfront payment or equal monthly payments if available. Azure Compute Savings Plan expires at the end of the specified term, and you will not be refunded payment for any unused Azure Compute Saving Plans. Azure Compute Saving Plans are non-cancelable, so that is a difference to an Azure reservation, for instance. Customer will owe the amount charged for the plan for the duration of the selected term, even if the agreement is terminated. Notwithstanding the terms in customer's volume licensing agreement, fixed pricing does not apply to Azure Compute Savings Plans. Defender for Business Server, and here I will have to make a quick switch to the present day terms. Hopefully it will show. We'll cycle back to that one later. So for Microsoft Power Platform, we already wrote about it on our LinkedIn page, but Microsoft has introduced Power Pages. And let me see where we are. Here we are. On the Power Platform front, you currently see that Power Pages Anonymous Capacity Pack and Power Pages Authenticated Capacity Pack have been added to the availability table. And they have a minimum purchasing requirement. So Microsoft Power Pages works with tiered pricing, And as is usual with Microsoft, a higher tier usually has a purchasing minimum. So for authenticated capacity pack, you can buy for tier 1 just 1 license. But if you want to have a better price, tier 2 or tier 3 would have a minimum requirement of respectively 100 and 1000. Similar for anonymous capacity pack, you can just buy 1 license, but if you want to make use of better pricing, you would need to buy a minimum of 20 or 200. Then continuing on to GitHub. The extended term eligibility was added. So GitHub Advanced Security, GitHub Enterprise, and GitHub Insights are now extended term eligible. That means that if you have any of these subscriptions in your enterprise agreement, and you, for instance, in your enterprise agreement, and you choose not to renew your contract, these will be invoiced retroactively after every month against the then current list pricing with a slight uplift. Then on the promotions page, there is a Microsoft Defender for Endpoint promotion that is gone into effect as of November 1st. Customers may acquire a promotional Defender for Endpoint license at a 50% discount between November 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2023. 3, this promotional pricing is available to new and renewing customers. After promotional period ends, customers will be charged for Defender for Endpoint license at the then current rates. So very interesting and exciting news. If you are interested in Microsoft Defender for Endpoint and Microsoft Defender for Endpoint only, a 50% discount is available. Finally, software assurance. The server's self-hosted applications software assurance benefit has gotten a little overhaul. It used to read, all this in red, where, don't click the link. If customer delivers the unified solution from shared service, customers may not use Windows Server. Instead, customer must use Windows Server software license through a license mobility through software assurance partner or customer service provider licensing agreement or under another Microsoft volume licensing offering permitting use on shared servers. Microsoft has basically removed any distinction between shared and dedicated servers with last month's changes. As such, this clause needed to be updated as well. So right now, it just reads, any server used for these purposes that is under the management or control of an entity other than customer or one of its affiliates is subject to the outsourcing software management clause. Customer may also use license mobility in conjunction with self-hosted applications. Now I finally want to try this once more, see if it wants to play. Microsoft Defender for Business Servers is a new product that they have added to the product terms. It's under other online services. And product conditions are additional information related to acquiring products such as prerequisites or purchase, prior versions, and applicable product pool. It's a server product, as you might understand. And you would need a separate license for each operating system environment, up to a maximum of 60 licenses per customer. And there are some prerequisites to use this product. You would need a Microsoft 365 Business Premium, Microsoft Defender for Business license. So this is for smaller organizations that have a need for a Microsoft Defender product stack for their business servers. So there's a limit of maximum of 60. So if you have more that you want to use, then you should purchase a different product in the Microsoft Defender stack. Some other interesting links that we found. Power Pages is available to purchase on November 1st. And we've written about this on our LinkedIn page, as I said earlier as well. They're announcing, or they have announced on October 12th, the licensing and pricing details for Power Pages, the newest member of the Power Platform family. Basically, what Power Pages does is it allows you a low-code or no-code option of creating websites. And previously, you purchased this as Power Apps Portals. Power Pages is a standalone product with 2 license types, authenticated and anonymous users, and it will be available to purchase through prepaid subscription and pay-as-you-go plans. So the prepaid subscription plans for authenticated users per website is priced at $200 with 2 additional volume tiers. Each subscription plan includes 2 gigabytes of data versus database storage and 16 gigabytes of data versus file storage that accrues to the tenant. And you have Power Pages for anonymous users for 500 users per site per month. It's priced at $75 with 2 additional volume tiers available, so better prices. Each subscription plan includes 500 megabytes of data versus database storage and 4 gigabytes of data versus file storage. Then there's the pay-as-you-go option, which basically means you don't know in advance how many users you will have that will visit your website, which is why you would want to use the pay-as-you-go pricing. And the Power Pages authenticated user is priced at $4 per user, and the anonymous user is priced at 0.30 cents per user. 30 cents per user, basically. Sorry. Authenticated and anonymous users are consumed/metered only when a user accesses a website in a calendar month, making it easy to deploy websites to broad audiences without assigning licenses to individual users each month. Then an announcement was made by Microsoft on the Microsoft Intune front. They are currently introducing the Microsoft Intune product family. With the launch of the advanced capabilities, Microsoft Intune, previously part of Endpoint Manager, is growing into a family of endpoint management products. Configuration Manager remains a key part of that family. And if you click read the announcement, you will go to a blog post where Michael Walland is describing what is going to happen to the Microsoft Intune product family. Microsoft Intune has been embraced to power productive and secure work. In the last year, the number of Windows, Android, and iOS devices protected by Intune grew by 60%. More than 80% of new Windows 11 endpoints are cloud managed, and nearly 50% of Microsoft managed endpoints are now cloud connected. Microsoft is announcing that Intune will be the name of the growing product family for all things endpoint management at Microsoft. They are committed to continued investment in the core of Intune with enhancements to the features, performance, and Microsoft 365 integration you expect. And on top of that, a critical part of their vision is building the suite of advanced endpoint management solutions in the cloud, all under the Intune product family. Configuration Manager will remain a key part of the family and will continue to meet you where you are with co-management capabilities that help you migrate workloads to the cloud. The name Endpoint Manager will no longer be used. Going forward, they'll refer to cloud management as Microsoft Intune and on-premises management as Microsoft Configuration Manager. Intune is the cloud-based unified endpoint management solution, managing endpoints across Windows, Android, Mac, iOS, and now Linux. And like all of Microsoft integrated security products, Intune is enabled by the scale and intelligence of the Microsoft Cloud. They end with stating they're excited to build the Intune product family and provide your teams with the tools they need to do what they do best, enable everyone in your organization to do the work they love. They understand each organization's needs and goals, and they'll be there to support you along the way. So basically, what this drills down to is they're revamping the Endpoint Manager suite to Microsoft Intune, and potentially, probably, maybe we'll see in the future that much more products will be released with the tag Microsoft Intune, etc., etc. So basically, you can view this as what they did with the Microsoft Defender product family. They're gonna streamline their marketing efforts around anything to do with Intune going forward. That was it for this month. So I hope you find these useful. Drop a note in the comments if you have anything to share that I might have missed. And I do hope to see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.